And resume. All right, we're going to start in reclined butterfly today. So make sure that your device is at the top of your mat. For reclined butterfly, you are going to put your soles of your feet together, let your knees fall to the side, and then you're going to recline, nice and back. Arms out to the side, taking nice deep breaths in. Filling up both the chest space and the back space as you lay here. Allowing the legs to fall open, opening up those hips. If it gets to be a little too tight for you, just move the feet out a little bit. It'll loosen up that, or if you need to, put blocks or pillows underneath those feet. Taking nice, deep, clean breaths in. Pausing at the top to take in just a little bit more if you can. And letting the air out. I do apologize, I have a little bit of an allergy situation going on, so if I sniffle or cough, it is not on purpose, it is because of my allergies. My apologies on your sound. On the next inhale, let's take the arms overhead, reaching them above the ears. Giving them a nice stretch up, but keeping those shoulders away from the ears. We don't want to scrunch them in. Taking a few breaths in this position. Then on the next inhale, bring the arms up. And exhale them back down to the side. Place the soles of the feet on your mat, knees bent. Extend the left leg up into the air. Point and flex the toes. Maybe a few circles with those feet. Clockwise, counterclockwise. Then cross that left leg over the right knee so that your ankle's resting on your right knee into your reclined pigeon or figure four. Place that left hand just below the left knee to give a little extra push on that hip. Maybe you hold here, maybe you rock from side to side. If you're moving, bring yourself back to center, then lift the right leg up, pressing that left leg a little bit farther forward, using your right arm to support the right leg if needed. Feeling that stretch in the left butt, hip, piriformis area. Again, maybe you hold still, maybe you rock from side to side, a few clockwise circles, a few counterclockwise circles. Bring yourself back to center and drop the right leg back down to the mat and cross the left leg all the way over, like you're crossing your legs. Bring your arms out to the side like a T and drop the knees to the left. It's our first eagle twist of the day. Engage your core muscles. Take an inhale, bring the knees back up to center, then drop them to the right. Engage the core on the inhale, bring the legs back up to center. Use the first two fingers of your left hand to bind your left big toe. Leaving the right foot on the mat, push or pull with your fingers on your toe for your half happy baby. Maybe extend that left leg into a half wide angle pose. Feel the hamstring stretch, but don't ever let your hamstring shake. Just let it stretch. Release the bind with your fingers and grab your strap or belt and place it around the sole of your left foot. Flexing the toes, extending the leg straight. Extend the right leg down onto the mat. If this feels okay on your hamstrings, meaning it's not shaking, it's just maybe a little bit of a stretch, then great, stay here. If you need to, pull the strap a little closer to you to get that deeper stretch. Never, ever, ever let that hamstring shake. Shaking hamstring means it's shortening. We do not want to shorten our hams. Take a nice inhale, and on the exhale, slowly drop that left leg down to the left, using your left hand to guide on the belt, letting the leg do most of the work, like gravity take its course. Feeling that hip open, feeling the inner thighs stretch. Maybe pull that leg a little farther to you if you need it. Engage your core, take a nice inhale and lift the leg back up to center. On the exhale, switch to your right hand and drop that left leg to the right, crossing over your body. It might not go as far this time. You might be hindered by a person next to you or a couch or a dog or a chair. Inhale the left leg back up to center. Release the strap. Bend the knee into your chest. Give it a nice big hug. Take a good inhale. And on the exhale, extend the leg, extend the arms side out. Excellent. Bring both soles of the feet back to the mat, bending those knees. Extend the right leg up. Point and flex the toe. Maybe a few circles clockwise, maybe a few circles counterclockwise. Give those ankles and toes a little love. Then cross the right foot over the left knee for your reclined pigeon. Using the right hand, press it against your right thigh. To deepen that stretch, maybe you sit here, maybe you rock from side to side. When ready, lift that left leg up off the mat to deepen the stretch. Use your left hand to support. Again, holding still or rocking side to side. Maybe a few clockwise circles, maybe a few counterclockwise circles. On your next inhale, return to center. Cross that right leg all the way over, and on the exhale, bring the knees down to the left. Arms out to the side. Try and keep the shoulders flat against the mat if you can. It's okay if they lift up a little. Remembering to breathe, always remembering to breathe. Sending the air to the part of the body that is working. Right now, sending that breath to the right hip. to the lower back. Engage with the core, inhale the legs back up through center, and exhale the knees over to the right. This time sending the breath to your left hip, that left lower back. Engage the core, inhale the legs back to center. Drop the right foot down to the mat, extend the left leg up in the air, grab your straps. Place it along the sole of your foot, keeping your foot flexed. Extend the right leg if you can. If it's more comfortable for you to leave that right leg bent, then leave it bent. If not, give it a good extension. Take a nice inhale, and on the exhale, drop that left leg off to the side. This would be your right leg off to the side. Allowing gravity to do its work. Opening those hips. Inhale that right leg back to center. Sorry, I was stuck on the couch. On the exhale, bring it over to the left. Inhale the right leg back to center. Release the strap. Bring the right knee in for a good hug. Take a good inhale. On the exhale, extend the right leg, extend the arms, side out. On the inhale, bring both knees in. Drop the left foot to the mat. Use your first two fingers to bind your right toe, because I forgot to do this part before for your half happy baby. Maybe you leave it bent. Maybe you stretch it out to a wide angle. Go ahead and release the bind, and this time bring both knees into the chest, and maybe rock along the spine. Feeling it from the base of your spine, all the way to the top of your neck. Until you're going to come up to your seated position. You two stay facing that way. I'm going to face this way. Remember, in your seated position, you want to be comfortable. Maybe you want to continue with your hip opening, so you put your 2 feet together and you do a seated butterfly. Or maybe you cross the right leg over in front. You want to sit up on those sit bones, keeping that spine straight, head extended. On the inhale, we bring our arms up. Exhale, we let them float down to the side. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, release them to the side. One more time, inhale the arms up, but clasp the fingers, and on the exhale, rotate the hands forward and press up. Trying not to let the shoulders creep up, keep those shoulders away from the ears. Take a nice inhale, and on the exhale, bend over to the left. Little crescent moon. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, bend right. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, left. Inhale. Exhale to the right. One more time, inhale up. And on the exhale, release the arms down to the side. Inhale the left arm up. And on the exhale, bring that left arm down your back. Use its natural stretch here, or take your right hand and just very gently pull on the elbow. Take a nice inhale. And on the exhale, release both arms. Inhale, the right arm up. Bend it behind the head. Use the opposite hand to push it a little farther. Couple of breaths here. Take a nice inhale. And on the exhale, release the arms down. Inhale the arms up to center. On the exhale, drop the right arm behind you. Bring your left hand to your right knee for a twist. Sitting up nice and tall. With every inhale, sit up a little higher. With every exhale, twist a little farther. Shining that heart space forward. One more inhale here. Exhale, come back to center. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, right arm behind, left hand to right knee. Twist to the side. Again, remembering to leave those shoulders away from the ears. We don't want to scrunch up. We want to keep them nice and tall, neck nice and long. Take a nice inhale. And on the exhale, return to center. I'd like for you to take your strap. I'm going to turn around so you can see what I'm doing with the strap here. I want you to take your strap, excuse me, and place it over your shoulder, over your left shoulder. So it's making a vertical line down your spine. You're going to take that left hand, you're going to bring it on up, and you're going to grab the strap at the top, just like we did before. But you're going to take the right hand and hook from underneath. See if you can touch your fingers. If you can't touch the fingers, is what the strap is for. And use the strap to pull the shoulders in opposite directions. This is one of my least favorite yoga poses ever, but it's really good for the shoulders. Pressing the heart space forward, using your head to press that top arm back. And if your hands are down here, when we do this on the other side, you'll see how horrible my hands are. You just kind of keep creeping up on the belt until ideally you can get your fingers to clasp together. A lot of this depends on your arm length, your finger length, and your shoulder flexibility. Take a nice inhale. Exhale, release those arms. Maybe roll the neck around here for a minute. Clockwise, counterclockwise. And then move that strap to the other side. Bring the right arm up, fold it over the top of the head, grab the back of the mat or that strap, circle the left arm under. And as you can see, I do not make the same connection on this side. I do not have that same flexibility. So I'll work my fingers up that strap, making sure to sit tall. Opening my heart space, opening those shoulders. Taking a few breaths here. One more good inhale. And on the exhale, release the arms. Give yourself a nice seated hug. Wrap the arms around the two shoulders. Counteract that pose that we just did. Maybe twisting left and right. And then when you're ready, we're going to be in our tabletop position. I'm not sure, Melissa said she got kicked off. I'm not sure if she made it back on again. But in your tabletop position, you want your hips over your knees, shoulders over your wrists. Make some nice big circles here. Move them clockwise and counterclockwise. Again, loosening up those hip joints. Our whole class today is focused on hips, hearts, and shoulders. That's what I was asked for. One more circle and return to your neutral position. On the inhale, you're going to drop the belly, raise the chest. Take an inhale in. And on the exhale, you're going to round the spine, drop the head. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the chest for your cow pose. On the exhale, drop the head, round the back for your cat. Repeat this 2 more times. All right, sorry about that. I'm trying to see if Melissa can get back on. We return to neutral tabletop, hips over knees, shoulders over wrists, and extend the left leg behind you. Lift that left leg up, keep the toes flexed. Then give them a point, give them a flex, and then roll out that left hip. Nice big circles. One more circle, return that left leg straight out. Extend the right hand in front of you, thumbs up. On the inhale, crunch the knee to elbow in the center. Exhale, straighten. Crunch, elbow to knee, straighten. That a couple more times. One more. Keep the extension and bend that left leg up. Keeping your thumb, rotate your thumb down on your hand and then circle your arm back to see if you can grab that foot, dancer's pose. If you can't grab it, that's okay. Maybe you're just here. Maybe your arm is here. We're not as all flexible in the chest area. Try not to let that front chest fall. Keep it nice and open. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release the arm and leg back. Bring the knee back to the floor. Extend the left arm out to the right arm out to the side. Thread the right arm under your left. Collapse down, thread the needle. Maybe you stay here, feeling that reverse shoulder stretch. Maybe you take the left arm and you spin it across your back for a bind. Maybe you extend the left leg. Maybe you lift the left leg. Whatever's comfortable for you, never do more than what your body will allow. Take a nice inhale. Return the left hand next to your head if it's not already there. Push yourself back up into your tabletop. Sit back to your child's pose. Keeping that child's pose active, arms are long, hips are pushed back. And I want you to keep your arms long. As you slowly raise your hips, and your hands are going to slide forward, and you raise your hips up, but you're keeping your chest and your arms down. It's kind of a strange pose. It's called puppy pose. We've seen Dodge do this. You're just letting the heart melt into the floor while keeping those hips way up in the air. It's incredibly uncomfortable and not easy to talk with at the same time. Take one more breath here, and then continue to slide all the way forward so you're laying on your mat. Bring your hands out to the side and palms just underneath your chest. get her. I think Melissa's back in. Keeping those hands under the chest, just ever so slightly lift that upper body for a baby cobra. And bring it back down. Lift it up, again, baby cobra. Try not to put too much pressure in the hands. Release, inhale up. Exhale one more time, bring it down. This time on the inhale, see if you can bring yourself up to a taller cobra. Extending those arms, pressing that heart space forward. I hope you all have as big a smile on your face as Aldo's right now. On the exhale, bring yourself all the way back down to the mat. And push back on up through tabletop. This time, extend the right leg behind you. Point and flex the toe a couple times. Maybe circle the feet around. Take nice big hip circles. Forward and back. Extend the leg behind you. Extend that left arm in front. Take a nice inhale, and on the exhale, crunch, elbow to knee. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, straighten. Make sure you're engaging those core muscles on the crunch, because if you're not getting any of that core work that you should be. One more time, extend and crunch. Beautiful. Bend that right leg up, turn the thumb down, reach that left arm back, see if you can grab the right foot for your dancer. Keeping that chest space open, trying not to let that shoulder drop, keeping the hips square. One more breath here, release the arms and legs, bring the leg back down to the mat, bring that left arm out to the side, and then thread it through, coming down onto your shoulder. All those same options that we had before, we stay here as we like it. We wrap the right arm behind to open the shoulders a little bit more. We extend the leg for a balance, or we lift the leg. It's your practice, it's what feels good to you. One more breath here. If you're in a balance, make sure you return that right arm to the mat and push back to your tabletop. Beautiful, tuck the toes, lift the hips, push back into our first down dog of the day. There's a lot of hip opening, a lot of shoulder stretching down there on the mat. We're gonna do a little bit more movement now. Go ahead and walk out your dog, bending the left and right knee. And then settle in. Lift that left leg up behind you. Point the toe up towards the sky. Take a nice inhale, and on the exhale, step that right foot, left foot, it's your left foot, between your hands. If you need your blocks to do that, feel free to put your blocks on either side. It just gives you a little bit more space to get that foot through into your runner's lunge. Knee over ankle, leg in the back strong. We rise up to our crescent lunge. Take a nice inhale. On the exhale, drop the hands down to the mat. Step the back foot in just about, a foot, and then straighten the two legs, pyramid. Again, using the blocks if you need to, or books, whatever you have. Remember, they do have different heights. If you need a little bit taller, you can turn it this way, whatever works best for you. Take one more breath here. On the exhale, bend that front knee, extend that back foot back just ever so slightly. Rise up, crescent lunge. Goalpost or cactus the arms to the side, let that hip shine or heart shine forward. Take a nice inhale. And on the exhale, bring the hands back down to the mat. Step the right foot back, left foot back, it's your left foot. And we lower so slowly. And our low push-ups. Rise up to your upward dog. Then tuck those toes, pull back, down dog. Holding here, making sure those hips are nice and high, arms are straight, not too much pressure on the wrist. Extend the left leg up behind you, pointing it to that ceiling. Again, using the blocks if you need to. Look between your hands, step that left foot in between, or right foot in between your two hands, runner's lunge. Rise up to your crescent lunge. Feeling that good hip opener down the front. Arms are strong, shoulders away from ears. Take a good inhale on the exhale. Bring the hands back down to the mat. Step that back foot in just ever so slightly. Straighten the legs, pyramid. On the inhale, bend the leg, step that back foot back ever so slightly. Step the right foot back to meet the left and lower chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale the left leg up behind you. Bend the knee open. Stack those hips. Look under that shoulder a little bit. Then look forward on the exhale. Step the left foot between the hands. Runner's lunge. Rise up, crescent lunge. Interlace the hands behind you, rolling the shoulders down the back. Again, opening that heart. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, float the arms behind you, extend the body forward. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, float the arms back, extend the body forward. Inhale, rise up. On the next exhale, you're going to float those arms back, but you're going to come up onto your right leg, Dekasana, airplane pose. Inhale ever so slowly, bring that right foot to meet the left and forward fold in front. Inhale to your halfway lift. Exhale, hands to the mat, step the feet back, high plank. Lower chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Bring the right leg up to the sky. Bend the knee, spin open. Look between the hands, step that right foot between those hands, using your blocks if needed. Runner's lunge. On the inhale, rise up, crescent lunge. Exhale, interlace those arms behind you, rolling the shoulders down the back, maybe a little mild back bend, shining that heart forward. Inhale the arms back up. Exhale, float the arms behind you, straighten the body. Inhale, we rise. Exhale, we float the arms back. Inhale, we rise. This time as we float the arms back, we come up on our right foot, airplane pose, Dekasana. Shining that heart forward, keeping a solid spot to look at to help our balance. And then ever so slowly bend that front knee, bring the left leg to meet the right, and forward fold. Inhale to your halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Keep those hands on the mat, step the feet back into your high plank. Lower ever so slowly, chaturanga, or pull straight back into your downward dog if it's easier for you. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale the right leg up behind you, bend the knee open. Your left leg, right, which one did I say? Yeah, whatever. Step the foot forward to meet the hands. turn the back foot about 45 degrees. Your back foot should be at a 45-degree angle so that when you rise up this time, you're in warrior one instead of crescent. You should feel the difference in crescent. You've got that full stretch down the front of your leg. When you're in warrior, the stretch is more down the back of your leg. On the exhale, clasp the hands behind you. Bow the front body forward, humble warrior. Inhale, rise up, warrior one. On the exhale, move your foot parallel to the back of the mat. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, straighten the front leg, gentle warrior. Exhale to warrior two. Inhale one more time, gentle warrior. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse your warrior, keeping the legs in the same position, just reach back. And on the exhale, move into your side angle. Drop that left arm on the left knee. Extend the right arm to the sky. Maybe you hold here. Maybe you rotate that top thumb, that right hand, you rotate it towards the back and hook it along your back, opening that shoulder, opening that chest. I should have started this on the other side, but I'm turning around so you can see. Opening that shoulder, opening that chest, looking towards your ceiling. Keeping those legs straight. Inhale, release the arm up. Come back to warrior two. Exhale, windmill the arms down. Step the left foot back. Spin open on the right hand, side plank. Using your left hand, thread the needle, much like we did before in tabletop. If you need to drop the bottom leg for support, drop the bottom leg. If you need to kick it out, kick it out. Your feet should be scissored, not stacked, if you're keeping in the plank. One more time, thread that needle. Inhale up, and on the exhale, chaturanga. Inhale up dog, exhale downward facing dog. Inhale the right leg up behind you, or the other leg if it was the same one you did before. Bend the knee open. Look between the hands. Step the feet between the hands, runner's lunge. Turn the back foot at a 45-degree angle. Rise up, warrior one. Legs are strong. On the exhale, drop the hands behind. Clasp the fingers. Roll the shoulders down the back. Inhale, let the heart shine forward. Exhale, fold forward, humble warrior. Inhale, rise up, warrior one. Exhale, make the back foot parallel to the mat, warrior two. Keeping that knee over ankle, back leg strong. On the inhale, straighten the front leg, rise up, gentle warrior. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, gentle warrior. Exhale, warrior two. This time, inhale, reverse your warrior. Feel that front body stretch. And on the exhale, drop the right arm to meet the right leg, side angle. Again, maybe you stay here. Maybe you straighten the right arm to get some more ab work, or twist that top hand so it's facing the back and roll that arm for your bind. Maybe you can get your hand to meet the inside of your thigh. Good. We worked on birds of paradise last time. Maybe you go there. Shining that shoulder forward, chest up. Inhale, release the bind. Exhale, back to warrior two. Let's take a little gentle warrior in the middle. And exhale, windmill the arms down. Step the right foot back to meet the left. Lower chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Back to your high plank, because I forgot side plank, thread the needle. So back to your high plank. Spin onto your left hand, extend the right. Thread the right hand under the left arm. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, we thread. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, we thread. Remember, on the threading, you're almost going back into down dog. Your arm is full back like down dog. Inhale, we rise up. Exhale, return the hand to the mat. This time we chaturanga, or you can already pull back to downward facing dog. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathing here. Let's go ahead and drop to our knees. Put our toes touching and give ourselves a quick child's pose. Maybe grab a drink of water, towel off, fix a ponytail, whatever you need to do. Just taking a few breaths here. When you're ready, we'll meet in downward facing dog. Come up through your tabletop, tuck your toes, down dog. Take an inhale, and on the exhale, just walk your hands back to meet your feet. When you get there, use hands in opposite elbows and hang. Maybe sway side to side. Ragdoll. Heel toe those feet together. Place the hands on the knees, bend the knees a lot, and come rolling all the way up to standing, mountain pose. Take a nice inhale and shift the weight onto your right foot. Lift your left foot off the ground. Maybe this is where you stay. Maybe you can put that left foot against your left calf. Maybe you can bring it all the way up to your thigh. Never place it on your knee. Hands to heart center. On the inhale, grow your tree. Taking a couple breaths here. Watch the ceiling fan. On the exhale, release the leg, one-legged mountain. Step it forward. Balance on that left leg. Bend the right leg behind you, drop the right hand. Maybe you hold here. Maybe you go into dancer. On the inhale, release the arm and the right leg, step it forward. Exhale, Dekasana. Ever so slowly, bring that left leg to meet the right, Utkatasana. Shift the weight into the right leg, rise up, one-legged mountain. Cross that left foot over, standing figure four. Cross the right leg all the way over into your eagle legs. Maybe you need to place a block under your toe. Exhale the arms to your side. You want to, right, like, yeah, so you want to put your left arm in front of you and wrap your right arm underneath for your eagle arms. If this is too much, if this position is too much for you, then you can go here like a prayer, or you can hug like we did earlier. So right leg over, right arm under into your eagle. Standing up nice and tall. On the exhale, bow forward, humble eagle. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, one-legged mountain. Whoop. Drop the 2 feet together. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to your halfway lift. Exhale, place your hands against the mat. Step the feet back, high plank. Shift forward in your high plank and hold here. Shift back. Shift forward up on those toes. Shift back. Shift forward one more time on those toes. Lower ever so slowly, chaturanga. Inhale to your upward facing dog. Tuck the toes, exhale, downward facing dog. Breathing here. Take a nice inhale, and on the exhale, slowly walk those hands back to the mat. This time, place the hands underneath the feet. Padahastasana, giving your wrists a little bit of a break, using your toes to massage those wrists. Release the hands back to the mat. Bend the knees a lot. Place the hands above the knees. Come rolling up to standing. Now we get to do that on the other side. Take a nice inhale. Shift the weight to the left leg. Lift your right leg. Maybe it sits on your calf. Maybe it comes up to your thigh. Hands at heart center for your tree. On the inhale, we grow our tree. Walls are encouraged. If you need a wall, use them. On the exhale, step the right foot forward. Bring the left foot up behind you with your left hand. Dancer. Breathing here. Take a nice inhale. On the exhale, step forward with that left leg. Dekasana. Bend that front leg ever so slowly. Step the right foot down. Shift the weight to the right. Rise up one-legged mountain. Cross the left leg over, standing figure four. Cross the knee over for eagle. This time, left arm is in front. No, sorry, right arm is in front, left arm is under. Standing tall. On the exhale, humble eagle. Rise up, one-legged mountain. Exhale, drop the feet, forward fold. Inhale to your halfway lift. Exhale, drop the hands, step right foot back, left foot back, high plank. Holding here. Bring the left arm to the mat, right arm to the mat. Right hand to the mat, left hand to the mat. Right forearm down, left forearm down. Left hand to the mat, right hand to the mat. Left forearm down, right forearm down. Right hand to the mat, left hand to the mat. One more time, engaging that core. Right forearm down, left forearm down. Left hand to the mat, right hand to the mat. Pull straight back, downward facing dog. Breathing here. Take a nice inhale, bring the left leg up behind you. Bend the knee, spread open. Move forward, bring that left knee to the left elbow, holding the plank. Take an inhale, exhale the left leg back open. Inhale, bring the left knee to your nose. Exhale, extend that left leg. This time, bring left knee to right elbow, holding that plank, holding it up. Bring the left leg all the way back up. One more time, left knee, left elbow. Left knee straight up. Left knee to the nose. Leg back up. Inhale, left knee, right elbow. And then cross the knee in front. Settle down for your pigeon. Maybe use a block underneath those sit bones if you're new to this. You guys know how to pigeon. I'm gonna talk to these two for a moment. So when you pigeon, you can do it in a couple ways. this leg is kind of like bent in front of you, and your other leg is back behind. And what you might find is you need something to balance under here, depending on, you don't want to fall over. You always want your hips to stay straight, okay? Like yeah, like that, that's a good, yes, but you just don't want to fall this way, okay? If you find yourself falling over, then you don't move.
Is it normal to get crumbs the first time when you start? Okay.
Yeah.
Because I've been getting crumbs while I do it.
It could be that you're pushing a little too hard. With yoga, you always want to find what they call the appropriate edge, and when it's your first time, it's really hard to know where that edge is. So it is pretty common. Okay. You can take a sleeping eagle if you want. Whatever feels good on your legs. In your pigeon, bring your hands back underneath your chest, lift your heart. Bend that back leg, bend that back right leg. See if you can reach your right hand back for a nice quad stretch. You can do it too, I believe in you. Exhale, hands back to the mat. Tuck those back toes, pull up into your downward facing dog. Do what feels good here for your leg. I like to make a couple hip circles, and then I like to cross them over the back for my IT band and piriformis, but everybody does something different. Some of you might be lying on your back doing pigeon in a reclined pose. That is fine too. We'll give it 5 more breaths and we'll meet back in downward facing dog. Bring the right leg up behind you. Bend the knee, spin open. Take a nice inhale. On the exhale, bring the right knee to the right elbow in your high plank. Inhale, send the right leg back up. Exhale, right knee to nose. Inhale, the right leg back up. Exhale, right knee to right elbow. Inhale, back up. One more time, right knee to right elbow. Extend it back up. Right knee to nose. Extend back up. Right knee to left elbow. And then cross it over for your pigeon. Whatever pigeon position feels good for you. Bring the hands underneath the chest, sit that pigeon up, bend the back left leg, reach the back arm or left arm back to your toes if you can, no worries if you can't. If anybody's crazy flexible, you can do king pigeon. If you don't know what king pigeon is, you should Google it, because anybody that can do king pigeon is my idol. It's impressive. Release the foot, release the hands back to the mat. Tuck those toes, step the right leg back, high plank. Lower yourself all the way to the ground. If you're already on the ground, go ahead and roll over to your belly. Place the arms out like a T. And then you're going to slowly roll yourself so that your right arm is back and you're rolling on it, stretching those shoulders in a very obscure way. Maybe you can get your left hand back to reach your right hand. I got about 3 feet between mine. I'm not even close. Trying to keep that body straight. Exhale, roll back to your T. Inhale, roll over that left arm. Exhale, roll back to your seat. Excuse me. Inhale, place your hands underneath your chest, tuck those toes, push up into your tabletop, and then bring your legs out in front of you for a seated posture. Sit up nice and tall, place the arms out in front. Lower yourself slowly, slowly, slowly down to the mat. Using that core strength so you're nice and flat. Hug that right knee into your chest. Maybe rock from side to side. Maybe a few circles. The right leg did a lot of work today. Show it some love. Bring the right leg outside the shoulder. Pull it in a little bit tighter. Take a good inhale. And on the exhale, use the arm to twist it over. Extending the right arm, trying to keep the shoulders flat. Inhale back to center. Give it one good squeeze in on an inhale. And on the exhale, arms overhead, leg nice and long, full body stretch, side out. Bring the other leg into the chest. Pull it nice and tight. Maybe rock from side to side. Maybe a few circles. And when you're ready, pull it across the body, extending its arm, looking over that opposite shoulder. Inhale back to center. Give that leg a nice good squeeze. Take a deepest inhale and full body stretch, side out. Settling in here for your Shavasana, whatever's comfortable for you. Let your feet splay to the side, arms to the side. Try to wipe the mind of any thoughts, any feelings. Send breath to any parts of the body that are sore. Being mindful of how you feel. Start to bring awareness to the space around you. Maybe wiggle the fingers and wiggle the toes. Rock the head from side to side. And when you're ready, we'll meet on the right side of our bodies. In that fetal position, ready to face the day. And then we'll rise up to our seated position. Hands at heart center. And as we've done the last few classes, if you could turn your speakers on and your video on so that we can see you. In times of stress, the best thing we can do for each other is to listen with our ears and our hearts, to be assured that our questions are just as important as our answers. We bring our thumbs to our lips and our lips to our third eye. From the light that shines in me to the light that shines in you, we bow to one another and say, Namaste.
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 Oh, thank you for the privilege of being your teacher today. Well done to you now. Great job. Your first yoga class.
I'm thoroughly
like-
enjoying being by myself doing this because I fell out of when we threaded the needle and you had us like lifting the back leg. I fell out both times and just sat here laughing to the point where Mike came in to check on me. You can't do that in class.
Sure you can. It just makes everybody else laugh. Hey, did Melissa hang on this time, or did we lose her again?
I'm here.
Oh, you are here. Good. I can't see you. For some reason, I can only see. Oh, there you are.
I don't know what happened. I didn't want to interrupt your class. That's why I just sent the text, but I
That's
didn't
all right.
Yeah.
Well, I do keep the phone there for that reason. Like Justine forgot to set her alarm, so she woke up late. And then it's tough with the password thing because I get a little tiny notification and it shows up in the bottom corner. And if I'm laying on the mat, I can't see it.
Yeah, because it was a password. I'm like, if I do it, I don't know what's going to happen. So that's
Yeah. Well, I was glad you were able to get back in.
I'm so sore. I'm so tight. I need to do this more. It's just,
Did I hit the hips and shoulders and hearts the way we wanted?
Yeah, it felt really good.
Yeah.
Fellas, what'd you think?
Really good, thank you.
Yeah, I'll let you know when the next one is.
Yeah, we'll do it again.
It was hard, Al?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I had some muscle blues while I was doing some things.
That was your first time. Al and T went out for a run this morning and they did some soccer drills and then they did yoga. So they've had quite the fitness morning.
But
They feel good.
I hope they're going to take a nap.
Yeah.
Oh, I hope they take showers.
yeah, we need to take showers.
Showers before naps. Who did we lose? Who did we lose? Oh, we lost them. All right, well, thank you, kids. We'll take another date and time. Melissa
bruise
and Kelly,
looks
I'll
good.
see you later. Yeah, it's getting better.
Yeah.
Barbara checked it out for me yesterday. I have a nurse that lives next door because Mike was like, go have her check it because he was concerned how it was like moving down my arm.
Spreading.
But she said it's fine. I have to remember that when I'm sitting on the couch, not to sit with my arm down. I have to like leave it up because the fluids are running back in there.
Can you prop it up on a pillow? Just
Yeah, prop it up on a pillow or sit it on the back or dodge. But I know, I'm sure it has a lot to do with when I'm typing and I'm at the computer and my hand is down and down and down and down and down. That it's just, but it feels good today. Today's the first day it doesn't feel swollen.
Okay.
That's good. I wonder if you
fine.
should even like tie a compression, like a ace on it for a little while.
She said no. And she also said no ice anymore because I had been icing it. She said it's all heat now. If I wanted to, I could put like a heating pad on it.
That's good.
Yeah.
Well,
So.
you definitely made it really hot in here. I don't know if it was the sunlight, but I had to open up a window. I got like.
I was dripping sweat at one point, and those two were totally dripping sweat. It was very funny because I heard T say before they came down, oh, I want to shower before I do yoga. And I'm like, what the hell are you going to shower before you do yoga for? So I'm glad they stuck it out. And they were funny. They were like hitting each other. And I completely forgot about when we went from tree to like when we moved along the mat, they're in the dining room and the ceiling fan's going. So Al's like hitting his hand against
Well, and he's taller than all of us.
I can tell.
exactly short people.
Exactly.
David has that problem in our workout room too, because our
Yeah.
fan is always on up there. So, so he
Gotta be
just like
careful.
does this when he.
Yeah. He's like, woo. But you had I mean, when Kelly, you've met him. Most of you haven't met him yet, but when his smile goes from like here to here, and he smiled the whole time. So that was cute.
See how he's feeling later when we're over there for dinner.
Yeah, exactly. All right, kids, we'll have a fabulous day.
All right.
Stacy, you too.
Bye.